can I do for you? Well, go on, tell me.
The inquiry is being carried out concerning the death of Mr. Guidi, the well-known financier, have as yet not led to any conclusions. However, it appears that whilst in Sicily recently, Mr. Guidi received a number of threats from the local mafia.
Do you really want to listen to the weather report, too? Or could we go on playing now?
Well, it's not up to me to move.
Huh? Oh, yeah.
It's your turn.
There.
You're in trouble.
So there you are. I've been looking everywhere for you.
Good morning.
Good morning. I hope you're not playing for money now.
For money? What do you mean? Playing for money? With a little boy?
A little boy?
Got to the end of the line? Checkmate.
So he won, did he?
Well, yes, in the end.
He's unbeatable. Now you'll understand my fears that you were playing for money. Believe me, sometimes it's really rather embarrassing.
Well, you know, it was sort of a way of killing time.
And getting a free lesson.
Come here, you,
Take care now.
little monster.
Oh, by the way, my name's Paolo.
So is mine.
Oh, well, that's just pure coincidence.
Well, our meeting on this train was a coincidence, too.
You'll have to try harder than that. See you around, chum.
I'm very sorry.
Kids.
Morning, sir.
Be careful, Paolo. Come along.
Arrigo.
Paolo, how are you? Nice to see you. Sorry about that, Paolo. But you know, rushing about all day long.
And so you're late.
I'm afraid so. It must be 4 years since we've seen each other, huh?
Have you got married?
No.
Well then, been promoted?
No.
At least you've changed offices, huh?
No. Listen, Paolo, I'm exactly where I was when you last saw me, 4 years ago.
Ah, going great.
Well, not quite. I've been learning French so I can transfer to your office. The European Anti-Crime Organization. Boulevard du Roi, 66, Paris, right?
Dead right. But there's just one snag.
Yeah?
After my mission here, I'm changing offices. I'm being transferred to Berlin in Germany.
Wouldn't you know it, I have to learn to speak German. You know, I only heard this morning about your arrival in Milan.
I'm not surprised. I only decided to come yesterday.
Down at headquarters, they're biting their nails waiting for you. Both Orsini and the chief, too. They realize you're the only one that can deal with the mafia. You know what, yesterday... That was close. What is it?
The head of a wolf. A nice warning of the mafia.
How could they know that you're here?
I don't know, but they seem to know everything.
off sick, but when he heard you were coming back, he made a miraculous recovery. He's a bit of a gold breaker, but he's okay. However, I'd never give him an important job to do, although there are some who think differently, who say he's got qualities.
Well, I'm one of them, you know.
I might have known. Let's go.
Have you anything new?
The weapons are identical in all three crimes.
And the victims?
All important people. The way I see it, the Mafia have taken up an old activity, murder on commission. Anyway, as far as the latest case is concerned, the lawyer Attardi, you'll find the report lying on your desk.
Who are they?
The journalists. They're waiting for you. You're off to a good start. Ha! Good luck.
What do you think? Do you think the Mafia is behind it?
No, this time the Mafia had nothing to do with it. Professor Guidi of the insurance company was one of their men.
Oh. Huh?
Yeah, it's bitter.
Yeah, sorry. Hey, but what are you going to say to the press?
That all the crimes have the same hallmark. The Mafia.
What's got into you?
We always bring people a check after their meals here.
We're partners here, don't you know that?
I don't know about that.
That's how it is. So just clean up the table and bring us 3 coffees.
Better watch out, otherwise we'll fire you. And take this away.
What are you doing now? Go and get the coffee first. You can clean up later. Make it snappy.
Mr. Compora, those 3 over there.
Don't you worry, I'll take care of this. Go on. If I got it right, you want to go into partnership with me. And you advised me to accept it, otherwise this place could become very unlucky. Accidents happening one after another. We must discuss this. Will 5% be all right?
He must be joking.
I see. Let's make it a 10% then.
You kidding? 50%.
50%?
Yeah.
Here's 25. And 50. You stay right where you are. You want to be my partner, too, if I understood correctly. So you deserve your share. 25 and 25. Now listen. I was in the business long before you were even born. It's 20 years that I'm in Milan. And I don't run a chain of restaurants for 2-bit bums like you to fleas. I sweated for what I got. Pay the goddamn fucking bill and get the hell out of here. Go on, get out. The sooner you get out, the better. You stinking my place up. Come on, get out. And don't ever forget, for you bums, my restaurants are closed day and night. I don't want to see your faces again, ever.
May we come up?
Mr. Ferro, how nice to see you. Why don't you come up? You from police are always welcome. Come on up. Come on. Come on up.
I've just a couple of questions about Mr. Attardi. He was a friend of yours, wasn't he?
Certainly. A fine man. I heard he was murdered last night.
And you were negotiating with him over the purchase of some land.
And he didn't want to sell. Have you heard about that, too? And because I have a murky past, you suspect me, although my past is rather remote.
I didn't say that.
But you are thinking it. What do you want from me? You want to know where I was last night? I spent the first part of the evening at the business meeting. Then I was with a girl. Is that satisfying? You don't look too convinced. I almost forgot. Excuse me. Here you are, the sale contract for that land that took place a week ago. Paid for and registered. That won't seem to be a good reason for murdering Mr. Attardi, would it?
No, it wouldn't. Excuse me.
Come back at any time.
Yes, I will. I'm told you eat very well in your restaurants.
Uh-huh.
Come on.
You should be ashamed. You've been here in Milan since yesterday, and you only deign to call us
Yes,
now.
but...
This time, no amount of lying's going to help you. I saw you on TV.
That's true. You see, last night I was up very late.
Hmm?
I didn't want to disturb you, so that's why I didn't call.
I shan't forgive you all the same. You know you're looking very well.
No, my dear. It's you who's looking well. Just like a young girl.
Oh.
And to think you have a son of 20.
You still haven't told me how long you're staying. If it's a question of some days, you could come here and stay with us.
No, I can't.
At least it's home cooking.
No, I prefer to stay in a residence hotel. With the hours I keep, I would just complicate all of your lives.
Rubbish. Look who's here.
Hi there, Paolo.
Carlo, how are you?
What brings you to Milan?
That'll be Stefano.
Well, it's because of the series of murders. We think the mafia's tied up with him, so here I am.
So they say, let's call in Pharaoh. I'm only joking.
Hi. How are things going, Sheriff?
Eating beans for too long. Congratulations. I hear you're doing fine at the university.
Well, I try to do my best. Hi, Dad.
Ciao.
You'll eat with us, won't you?
Well, that's what I'm here for.
As you seem to have the power to make Stefano stay at home, you should come more often. Oh,
If that calls for me, I'll tell them to go away.
No. I'll be here for a while. If you have something to do, do it.
In that case,
Anyway, we can always have a chat another day.
yes, of course.
perhaps we might just have some lunch.
And about time.
Well, I'll be off then. Will you be here when I get back, Paolo?
No, I don't think so. I've got to unpack, and tomorrow I've got a real rough day.
Bye, Sheriff.
Bye.
A tough day, eh? You're gonna arrest all the Mafia of Milan tomorrow.
Not quite all. Just the ones I need.
You're gonna conduct this war all alone, are you?
All alone? Are you crazy? We're two.
Who's
The family policeman.
Poor thing. Just look at him, chained up, while the others are having a good time. He's doing sums. Otherwise, he'd be screwed on the kickback. Isn't that right, Caruso?
How delightful to see you, Mr. Pharaoh. We've been missing you.
Take him to headquarters. Are you sure he's in there?
Absolutely. But you really have to break his balls, too. He just got out of a mental asylum.
Ah, that's great. Just the type to have a little talk with. There's our man. Keep back. Manny! Manny!
Let go! You gotta pull the vest on.
Get up and stay still now. Don't move, Ferro. Come any closer and I'll kill him. Keep back, I told you. I'll blow his brains out. Don't make a step forward. Throw down that pistol, Ferro. I'll blow your buddy's head off. Listen, I'm not joking with you, Ferro. I'll do it.
I know you're a cold-blooded killer.
You said it. It wouldn't worry me killing him. Hold it there. Well, you asked for it.
What? Here, hold this. You wouldn't let him shoot me.
Sure. You gotta take risks on a police force. Now go on. I knew all the time he'd shot up all his 6 bullets.
Good morning.
What can I do for you?
I brought this for Mr. Campora.
Just a minute, I'll call him.
No, there's no need.
But isn't there something to be paid?
No, nothing. This is a free gift.
Did you hear that? He says it's a free gift.
These wine stinks. I don't want it. I'll send it back. I'll take it personally.
Uh-huh. And just how many will there be?
From what I could find out, there should be about 10 of them.
Ah, and there's only 2 of us. And when they beat us up?
It won't be dangerous. Take this. Wait for me here, all right?
Yeah, and don't forget to warn them that I got a screwdriver. So if you need me, I'll massacre them.
Hey, entry's only by invitation. Somehow I don't think you've been invited.
I was just passing by, and besides, they're all friends.
This is a private meeting, and you've got nothing to do with it.
Be a good boy, Spano. It's not up to you to give the orders.
That's a fest. Where do you think you're going?
Hey, calm down.
Hi.
Ferro, how the hell'd you find out that we'd all be here, huh?
A little bird told me. I also read it in the tea leaves.
You had absolutely no right to come here.
Spano said that. And you don't sound any more convincing. It makes me happy to see you all sitting peacefully around the table. You couldn't go on waging a war between the French mob and the Sicilians. Lucien, tes affaires en Paris marchent très bien. Oui, tu vas pas mal, on dit. Bravo.
You two seem to have got on quite well.
Hey là, Marius, ça va bien? A month ago I saw you in Paris, in a beautiful Jag, and a wild-looking chick with you.
The car isn't mine. It belongs to the company. Import-export of fine wines.
And also the chick. Doesn't belong to you, as if you didn't know. Don't worry. It can happen even in the best of families. Good. I can see you've done everything according to the rules. No one is carrying any arms. And a couple of hoods outside watching over everything. And the house searched from cellar to attic. No trickery, no illusion. I suggest we have a drink on it.
Casse pas mes couillons, Ferro.
Listen, I'm not joking. You know, to tell you the truth, I'm very happy that you are all in total agreement. It makes life much easier for us. Pity there isn't any champagne. Ah, but we can do it with Coca-Cola. This is for you, Partano. ¿Por qué se dice? Uh-huh. For you, Marius? No. I think this one's mine.
Why, you bastard, you're gonna pay dearly for that.
That little trick was used at Dallas in 1947. You know something, Marius? If I had to choose, I'd prefer them. They're my countrymen. And besides, I need them.
I say Milan's getting too hot. Any pretext is good enough to send our boys to jail. Even at the meeting with those bastards from Marseille, he suddenly turned up as if he seems to know precisely every move we make. On that occasion, he did us a big favor.
It's precisely that that's making me think that he did us a big favor. It's vital that we do something.
At Milan, he's got a sister and a nephew whom he's very fond of.
No. That wouldn't affect him. I think I'll take care of Ferro personally.
Does that mean you want to return to Italy? It could be very risky.
It would be even more risky not to go.
Such a shame. Ah.
I'm returning your gift. You won't get away, because having read this note, the bottles will explode.
Tomorrow I'll send a nice floral tribute.
Hey, this is for you. What is it? Well, go on. Tell me.
A ticket for the Basque Pelota game.
And what about me?
You wait for me here.
But it might be a trap.
You could be right. So why should we both take risks? Go ahead, eat something. See you later.
Bravo! He used to be a champ. Paolo Ferro. What a pleasure just to see you.
Don Alfonso, you're looking extremely well.
How long is it since we last met?
When you left Italy, 2 years ago.
Heavens, how time flies.
Not for you, Don Alfonso. You haven't changed a bit.
Ah, that's very kind of you. But the years take their toll. And life doesn't get any easier. But let's not talk about that. So you realized at once it was I who sent you the ticket.
I know how to read your messages.
I'm happy to hear that.
Don't forget, I've known you for a long time.
True. You were a little boy when you used to come play in my garden. The friends advised me not to come and see you. You know, for that old warrant that was,
You amaze me. A man like you who's always made silence a basic rule in life, allowing yourself to slip like that?
I told you, I'm getting old. No, it's more than that. I find your company relaxing and conducive to trust.
In that case, let's continue our talk outside.
After you. The friends who worry about that pending warrant, I told them, that's nonsense. Paolo Ferro isn't about to make a fool of himself. As I said, and he's no dumb cop.
Anyway, you'd be out again after a month.
Well said indeed, Paolo. My very words to the friends. And when you did arrest me, it was something very serious.
And you didn't even hold it against me?
Because even then you weren't a dumb cop. You also treated me with respect. And for the rest, it's all part of the rules of the game. And the game has no spice unless there's danger added to it.
Even life itself is more pleasant if you risk it.
How right you are. You will, of course, dine with me. I feel we've quite a lot to say to each other. And talking comes easier when you eat. We can eat together, can't we? Yes? Or has something changed between us?
Nothing has changed at all.
Quite sure?
Come on, let's go eat.
Fine. If I'm not mistaken, right over there used to be a restaurant which served good fish.
You seem to forget nothing.
I always had a memory for good food.
Spoken like a true Sicilian.
It really was delicious. You must give me the recipe, and you will give my compliments to the chef, won't you? Really excellent.
What an honor.
You're everywhere. This is the second time this week. I didn't realize that this restaurant, too, had passed into your hands.
And with the next one, it'll make 7. Just like the 7 deadly sins. Luigi, find a table for my friends here. They're very dear clients.
Gentlemen?
Mr. Ferrer.
He's got quite a history in the Gomorrah. But in these days, he seems to be honest.
Well, I don't know. Perhaps he is. With his fish.
Now, gentlemen, what can I bring you to drink?
A Corvo Bianco, well iced.
At once.
Now then, do you two hold me responsible for what has happened recently here in Milan?
I never believed in that story. Guidi was one of your men.
That's very true. And that's an account we've got to settle, and in full, too.
We would seem to have a common objective.
If I understand you correctly, you would seem to be suggesting an alliance.
There's nothing odd about that.
Of course. An alliance between the honored family and the police.
No. Between you and me.
Right.
Listen, Cardelli, as I see it, that financier Govoni declared bankruptcy as a result of operations that would appear to be shady.
Really, Morelli, that seems to be rather a hasty conclusion. I'm sure that you, as official receiver for the bank, will undoubtedly find that the business was...
I've already found complete proof of illegal movement of funds.
Hmm?
I shall spend this evening making up my report and tomorrow refer everything to the tribunal.
Morelli! Morelli!
Did you hear some shots?
No, I didn't hear anything.
I knew I heard something. Start up the car and get after him. This is car 53. We're following a blue BMW from Piazza Duzza, headed towards the station. There was a shooting.
All patrols will be informed.
Step on it.
Sure.
This is Captain Farrell's car speaking. We'll join you.
Faster, or we'll lose him. Come on.
Nobody move. Stay where you are. Stay still or I'll kill the lot of you. Stay where you are. Stay put. I'm not kidding. I'll kill you all. Here, you come with me. Throw down your gun or I'll kill her.
Don't be crazy.
Throw down your gun. Throw down your gun or I'll kill this girl.
Did you kill him?
No, he's still alive. Call an ambulance.
Right away.
Keep calm. He's not going to do any harm to anyone. What is this? You mad? What do you want to do? Leave that girl alone? You're in the shit up to your neck. There is only one way out for you. Make a run for it before it's too late. Take my car. It's out in the courtyard. The keys are in the glove compartment. Listen to me. Run away before it's too late. Have I made myself clear? Don't be a fool. Calm. Keep calm.
Let me through.
Please.
Inspector, they got away with the car.
Yeah, I saw it. You could have waited. We might have caught him.
I was only interested in saving a human life. If I did wrong, tell me.
I suppose you saw what he looked like.
Everyone here saw what he looked like.
Tomorrow I want to see you down at headquarters.
Well, at least you've managed to catch one of them.
But unfortunately, he's in coma, so he can't be interrogated.
Oh, we never seem to have any luck. And that fellow at the restaurant?
They're trying to assemble an identikit, but you know how long that takes.
Oh, yes, I know. Well, here I am. See you later.
Okay.
All right.
What, already here? Get organized. I'm taking you out into society.
Well, then I can get dressed up.
Huh? What about that for a villa? See that? You have to be a failure in life.
In that case, I should have had a castle. My family were all failures. Wow. Ain't she a hot number?
Follow her.
Did you say follow her? You don't have to ask twice.
I'm not going to.
You know, since I'm so beautiful today, you know what? I'll take her to dinner. And tomorrow I'll tell you all. Almost the whole. You know, I'm a gentleman.
Mr. Gavoni.
Yes? Ah, make yourself at home. Will you have a drink?
No, thanks very much.
Oh, of course, you guys never drink on duty.
Not exactly. I, for instance, drink only when I'm on duty.
Then have a drink.
But I'm not on duty. This is just a courtesy visit. I wanted to know if you had anything to say about the death of Mr. Merli.
I've been turning the whole business over in my mind. But I just can't find a valid answer to it.
It has to do with your bankruptcy. Merli was the official receiver. You see, sometimes bankruptcies hide big swindles.
Ah, if that's it then. Merli was dealing with 2 others.
Perhaps. But his briefcase, which was stolen, contained your dossier.
A dossier can always be reconstructed.
Yes, but the investigations will have to start from scratch, and you know we're here in Italy. And besides, you might easily go abroad and live.
I can't say it ever entered my head. One can't complain about life here.
Oh, no, I can see that. Oh, by the way, who was that girl that was here a while ago?
Oh, that would be Miss Stephanie. She works for a construction company down in the center, La Padana. She's extremely efficient. She's been very helpful over some documents involving the council.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
I've been waiting half an hour.
I was late home last night, but I found out all about that girl we saw at Gavoni's.
Her name is Eva Stephanie.
That's right.
She works for a construction company. She lives alone and was born 23 years ago at Varese. Well, did you find out any other details?
Any more? Less. But I found out she was a nice girl.
You're a sly fox, aren't you?
And Gavoni?
A bastard. Hey, doctor.
Yes? The results are positive, so take them to Nene.
Yes, at once.
It's very difficult to make a prognosis. You see, we still aren't in a position to be able to tell if the coma can be reversed. We're doing all we can to reanimate him. I should be able to give you an answer in a couple of days, all right?
Thank you.
Good day.
Bye.
The only one in our hands is in a coma, and possibly he'll never be able to speak again. This sure is an unfortunate case we're on.
You know where we are?
Yeah, sitting in the car, Paolo.
No. Up to our ears in shit. The only thing we know is that all these crimes use a common technique. And behind it all, there has to be a sort of murder incorporated.
Oh, yeah, that I agree with you.
What, Murder Incorporated?
No, the bit about the shit. Would you look at that shit?
What, are you racing with him or something?
No, I want to teach him a lesson.
Well, would you teach him the lesson when I'm not in the car, please?
Why, don't you trust me?
No. What are you stopping for?
Look over there. It's that Porsche we saw earlier.
So what?
Well, let's find out what this mother does for a living.
Out of the question.
And why not?
Because I already know. His mother's my sister.
Oh,
That's
sorry.
Stefano, my nephew. I wonder who gave him that car. Stefano! Stefano!
Hi, Paolo. What a nice surprise. What are you doing here?
Well, the surprise really is you.
Because of the car? It belongs to Marco Gigliotti, a friend of mine, the surgeon's son. You remember, you met him at our house.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Well, shall we see who gets home first?
What, with my car? You've the advantage. Next to mine, this is a bomb. Now, be careful. Don't drive too fast. Straight home. See ya.
Bye.
Hey, how about having a coffee?
Not a bad idea.
Two coffees, please. One with milk and one without. Oh, and sugar in both.
Right away, sir.
on. Clear out. Police.
Well, did you enjoy your lunch?
I always said you were the greatest cook in the whole world.
It's funny that Stefano should be so late for lunch. He knew you were coming. I hope his exams went off all right.
What exams?
He was sitting for one this morning. Rather difficult, too.
Ah, here he is.
Thank goodness.
Hi.
Hi.
How did it go?
They made me hang around all morning. Then they postponed it. What can you do?
That's really terrible. Well, sit down. It's all ready for you.
Oh, don't worry about me. I just ate a ham roll. I'll collect some things from my room and go.
Why don't you stay home? You're meeting Marco.
Yes. You don't mind Paolo, do you?
Oh, good God, no. You go ahead. Have a good time. Listen. Are they very rich? Marco's family, I mean.
I should say so. Do you know what it costs for a visit to Gigliotti? Besides, he owns 2 rest homes, and he's a dean at the university.
Does Stefano still have that sailboat I brought back from Naples?
Certainly. He's got it in his room. Would you like to see it?
Yes.
Let's go, then.
Did you know it was given to me by someone I arrested? They build him in prison to kill time.
There you are. Stefano says looking at it gives him a sense of peace of mind.
Listen, could I have that cup of coffee?
Of course.
It's something only you can do for me.
Sure.
See, it has to do with my nephew. You remember?
Oh, yeah.
I suspect, well, yes, I think he's into drugs. Light stuff, of course. Hash and marijuana. Well, what I want you to do is to keep an eye on him. Follow him. Get me?
Don't worry. Leave it to me. I'll tail him. And after a couple of days, I'll give you a report. Okay?
Thanks, Arrigo.
Cut. C'est à la pente, 9 à la banque. La banque a gagné. Vous jouez encore, monsieur?
Yes, once more.
4. Huit à la pente. 9 à la banque. La banque a gagné encore. Voilà. On change. Qui prend la banque?
Now what'll I do?
Pietro,
Banque 2 millions.
Go.
Carte.
who's he?
He's supposed to join his mother in Toronto, but Peppino got on to him, and he's fleecing him.
8 à la banque, 6 à la banque. La banque a gagné. Vous jouez encore, madame?
Oui.
Très bien. Changez 20 000 à monsieur. Oui. 4. 7 à la banque, 7 à la banque. La banque a gagné. Encore, madame, monsieur. Qui à la banque?
Banco.
Cover.
Très bien.
Losing a lot.
Mesdames, messieurs, je continue.
It's a real tough game. Well, let's see now if I can bring you some luck.
À qui la banque?
I hope so.
Banco. How much is it?
10 millions.
Banco.
Carte.
And 9.
9. Gagné. À vous, monsieur.
Come on.
Les jeux continuent.
Okay?
La banque est 4 millions. À qui il va?
You saved me.
Here, take this. Change it. And go straight to the airport and jump on your plane. Is that clear? Wait, what are you doing? You took me for a priest? I don't want to see you anymore. Anymore. If I see you, I'll teach you a lesson. Well, what are you waiting for? Go. May God guard you. And your mother, too.
Mesdames, messieurs, faites vos jeux.
Hey, boss, Pharaoh's on his way up.
Oh, yeah? Offer him a drink on a house.
Right.
Faites vos jeux. Carte.
Just look at them. They fooled us again.
Looks like it.
Cut that out. Come on.
The Milan underworld has nothing to do with that. I can reassure you about that. But that one you caught.
He's in coma, and we still don't know who he is.
Ah, my poor Paolo. It's not easy being a policeman.
Yes, luckily for you, that our job is so tough.
What's the matter? I've never known you to speak so bitterly.
Ha!
Let's leave that kind of talk to the newspapers. They're always playing with words. You're the type that faces facts, and that's that.
Yeah. But in this case, the facts are at 0. There for a while, I even suspected a camperer. But it really seems he's on the level and going straight. Yesterday, after he saw me, he received a phone call threatening his life because he came to headquarters to testify.
Don't worry, we'll find a way. Try and keep calm.
I was only trying to stop myself.
And I'm supposed to believe that?
Of course.
There are other ways of stopping, you know.
Well, I'm not too expert.
What are you doing skating then?
It's all your fault.
Mine?
Yes, yours. It's you who came here, and I had no other way of meeting you.
Now see here, I know you quite well enough. I meet your type by the dozen.
Thanks, but I'm still me. It's been a week I've followed you.
Oh, very well. Let's get to know each other. But for God's sake, take off those skates because you're a menace to the public. You really are.
What's your name?
Eva.
How about let's go and get something to eat? You'd make me very happy.
No, I'm sorry. I've got to get back to the office. Perhaps some other time. You know why I'd accept your invitation?
No.
Because you're the first man who, when I said my name's Eva, didn't say he was called Adam.
Where shall we meet?
Tomorrow evening here at 8.
Hey!
Oh, by the way, tell me, what's your name?
Adam.
What happened?
Oh, my God, how dreadful. Are you hurt?
This is Bullion Escort here. Something has happened to Piazza Diaz. I've seen a corpse lying in the roadway. We didn't stop to see what happened. Please inform headquarters.
Oh, Mr. Farrow. They killed him. Why did they do that to poor Luigi? He only left the police force to earn more money for us. Why did he leave? Why did he do that? Why?
They kept me all this time at police headquarters, Mr. Farrow. I hope you do realize, Mr. Farrow, a crying shame. He was killed right in front of my own eyes. He was a good fellow. He was with me, it was a short time. Please, take this, Mrs. Labani. Did you know him, Mr. Farrow?
He was with me for 2 years in Turin.
I heard some shots and I flopped down on the road. I saw a man with a masked face. He waved a machine gun at me. And then a bank truck passed between us.
You were extremely fortunate.
You can say that again. My God, I don't know how I managed to escape. It's true, they warned me to watch my step. I'm afraid, Mr. Farrow. I'm afraid. They'll try again.
I think it'd be better if you left town.
I'll think about that.
These lights.
Good evening, Captain.
I'm not a captain.
How should I call you?
If you want to call me anything, just call me Sarge.
Everything's nice and peaceful tonight. Would you like to look in the other room?
No, I'll believe you.
Just our usual clients. More or less all nice people.
Yeah, sure.
May I offer you an aperitif?
Well, why not? That way I'll have the illusion of having dinner afterwards.
Bye, see ya. Nice fella, isn't he?
Who's that boy over there?
A client who often comes here. He's very generous. I'd say his father must be well.
No, the son's better off.
Of course I'm studying you. I have to know if you're the kind of man a nice girl would go out with.
Ah, and what have you deduced?
That you're rather mysterious. But I'm talking too much. You haven't said a word all evening.
Perhaps because I'm not very interesting.
I wouldn't say that. You drive a car like it was a racing car. You're very sure of yourself. Then when we entered the restaurant, you looked around as though you were looking for someone. You've changed mood and have become suspicious.
Hey, you really notice quite a lot, don't you? I'll bet you're a policewoman. What else have you noticed?
That you've an excellent French accent. I heard you ordering that bottle of wine.
And your conclusions?
That you're not up to much good. I'd say you could very easily be on the run.
You've unmasked me.
Yes. You're on the run from the French authorities, and you've come to Milan to hide yourself.
If that were the case, will you still go out with me?
No worries. I think you're fascinating. I was giving it back for a special occasion.
Nice pad you got here.
Yes, but I'm hardly here. It's such a pity, really. Here. All day long I'm out at work.
Yes, but it sounds like an interesting job from what you tell me.
When one has to work for one's living. But I want much more out of life. I take care of myself. So I can fully satisfy my desires.
That's enough.
Why?
Well, I don't want you to fall asleep in my arms.
Would you mind so terribly?
Oh, good God, no. But later. Is that all? 2 days off work just to tell me that Stefano goes to expensive nightclubs?
You're quite right to complain like that, seeing that you're flogging yourself to death working.
I've discovered that Eva Stefani has nothing to do with Govoni. She's a nice, simple woman.
I get the picture. You got her into bed.
Here, take this. It's an impression of the key to Eva's flat. Why don't you have a copy made?
Ah, so you're real romantic, eh?
Didn't you know? I know who's going to be the next victim.
And who's that?
Me.
You're crazy.
I thought a lot about it.
Have you indeed?
That boy who was in coma is dead. I've no other choice. I've got to commission my own murder. Let's say that someone wants to get rid of me. A ball-breaking policeman that's in the way.
Perfect. If it's for that, I'm sure they'll believe it.
It has to be the same outfit. I've checked it out with ballistics. If it works, we'll catch them all.
Wonderful. If you want to get yourself killed, go right ahead. Do you know how to do it? I'll tell you. You put an ad in the personal column of the Lugano newspaper giving the name of the victim. The day after, another insertion gives the confirmation the job's been accepted. At that point, you credit a sum of money to a numbered account in Switzerland. That's all.
Yes, I know. But I'll need your help, Don Alfonso.
For a crazy idea like this, forget about it.
Yeah, but I once did you a favor.
But that's how honored family members speak.
Right.
What do you want?
I need some money. If I propose this plan to my chiefs, 90% of them would bury it.
The money isn't a problem. But why are you doing it? For your career? No, you've never cared about it. For success? For glory? No way. And medals weigh too heavily. I know that when you get something into your head, but keep your eyes wide open. Once a commission has got underway, there'll be no turning back.
I immediately realized that something was wrong. When I got downstairs, they had already done their work.
He's the one that shot the killer.
Have him give you the details.
Tell me, what time was it?
It was 9 precisely. The director was always punctual.
Call an ambulance.
This was used in the shooting.
Same type of weapon. Go and arrest Pavoni. I'll go to Eva's place.
Eva. It's me, Richie. I never seem to find you. Please call me back. Bye. It's Richie again. What on earth are you doing out all day? Should be at the bank till 7. Please call me. I've got to see you urgently.
Hey, where's Farrell?
He's still up there.
Thanks.
Arrigo.
I found Goni, but he's been killed.
You must trace a certain Richie. He works in a bank.
You're joking. There must be at least 1,000 branches in Milan.
This is no time for jokes, Arrigo.
I'm sorry about the girl, Paolo.
She was a strange girl, intelligent, certainly. She was given the job of spying on me to find out what I was up to. But some of the time, she must have been herself. Yeah, I'm sure of that. Hi.
Oh, thank God you've come. Otherwise, I would have had to eat lunch all by myself.
And why's that?
Stefano came home, then immediately shut himself up in his room. I don't know what's got into him. I seem to understand that boy less and less.
Mm-hmm. Don't you worry. I'll talk to him.
Thank you.
Oh, hi, Paolo.
Hello. Well, aren't you coming to eat?
No, I don't want anything.
You might at least do it for your mother. She spent the whole morning over a hot stove.
No.
I see. I suppose home cooking isn't as exciting as the luxury joints you go to.
How do you know?
I know quite a lot about you.
You've had me followed.
That's right. I know it's not nice to meddle in people's private lives, but that's one of the unpleasant things about being a cop. But then no one should peddle drugs. That's even worse.
I don't peddle drugs. Are you going crazy?
And this? What is it, chewing gum? I found it here. So tell me how you manage to run that car that you keep in a garage far from home and pay expensive nightclub and restaurant bills. Huh?
Yes. It's true. I'm trying to get out of it, but it's difficult. I'm in it up to my neck.
You do know. Tell me you know how many people die from drugs daily.
Yes, I know, Paolo.
Well, then?
But don't you see, when you get into this racket...
Okay. I'll help you get out. But you must tell me everything. Names. Places where they do business. In other words, everything. Because if you don't tell me, I swear before God I'll smash you with my own hands, even though I'm your uncle.
You're asking me to be a stoolie?
But don't you realize what you're doing is still much worse?
What's going on here?
Nothing. Just a difference of opinion. You know how kids are nowadays.
Stefano, Marco's here.
Has Marco anything to do with this business?
No. He shoots.
Marco doesn't need to find the money. His father gives him whatever he needs.
So we're agreed, are we? You'll let me in on everything.
I'll do my best, but I'm frightened. These kind of people will just bump you off as soon as look at you.
Tell me something. Is the mafia involved? Hey, who's winning?
Oh, very funny. Ha ha ha.
Have you ever tried inserting a coin?
Well, before it always delivered after 3 bangs.
Oh, God save us. Have you found anything on Richie?
Possibly. If plan got works out, I'll tell you.
No. You just carry on. But don't forget, don't let Stefano out of your sight.
Hey, that's what I'm doing.
That's good.
And where are you off to?
I'm going pigeon shooting.
And what are you going to do?
Play the pigeon.
Ah.
But don't worry. The place I've chosen for the trap is humming with police. Since yesterday, I've been in the hot seat. The Swiss newspapers carried the confirmation that the contract's been accepted.
Mr. Ferro! There's a call for you.
Yeah, hello? Oh, that's my nephew. Where do you say we should meet? Right, I'm on my way. Ah, if he should call back, tell him you gave me his message. Thank you.
come you're sure that it's Richie?
Because Richie can't have disappeared into thin air. Give him a hand.
This man didn't drown. He was already dead when he hit the water.
See that? Richie Sergio, the Industrial Credit Bank. Isn't that clear? Here. Pull him up. It's you, the boss of Murder Incorporated.
It's a lot of nonsense. You must be out of your mind.
You were very cunning. When you discovered that the boy in coma might possibly recover, you organized an attempt on your life. So that you are above any suspicion.
What do you mean when you say an organized attempt on my life?
Fake, of course. 2 men kill Albani and miss you by a hair. All of it arranged. Right down to the bank truck and escort. You got Eva to seduce Richie to find that out. The boy who ran into your restaurant wasn't a coincidence. He came to you so you could save him.
What the hell are you talking about? I don't understand you.
You lousy son of a bitch!
You want to put me in court in front of the judge and the jury? Well, I'll go by myself. Because I don't trust a man like you. And I'll tell the judge what a fool you're making out of yourself in persecuting me. And I'll make you the laughing stock of Milan. You see if I don't. The evidence. Where is the evidence? Tell me. Because they're all dead. And to death.
Just look at that view.
Oh, gee, honey. If you and I had a place like that to live on, we'd be living.
Just right.
Oh, yeah.
It's peaceful here.
So everything went wrong for me. Accepting your friendship. I owe you my life, Don Alfonso. I'll never forget that.
Did you really think I'd let you get hurt? 4 eyes always see better than 2, I said to myself. And as you can see, I was right.
It's been the worst defeat in my life. Not being able to help Stefano. But Acampara won't get away with it. Even if I have to fake the truth with my own hands, he's gonna pay.
Yes, but when? You could devote the rest of your life to and still not indict him. The law is too slow. Facts, proof, judges, witnesses, everything. Sometimes justice isn't done. Our way, however, is much quicker. For us, he who fails pays. And Acampara in this case has failed twice. First of all, because he hurt you. And then he's getting too big for his boots.
What do you mean by that?
Nothing. But buy a paper tomorrow. Hope to see you again, Paolo. Bye, Paolo.
Goodbye, Don Alfonso.
Look after yourself. Take care.